It's not how much money you make, it's how much money you keep. Robert T. Kiyosaki. What's up, YouTube? Welcome to my channel. It's your boy Quay. Hope you guys like what you're listening to. Let's go. What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute, but I really been trying to make sure I give you guys some good quality content. So I've been my own worst critic these last few weeks. But I said, you know what? On this date, between these times, I'm dropping something. Like, I don't care if I don't like it or not. I got to give the people something. So I'm here now. I'm going to be talking about money management these next few videos. And before I get started, I do want to talk about two major things that you must have when dealing with finances. Number one is discipline. Number two is consistency. A lot of people lack discipline, and that can be a real downfall to your finances. A lot of people start trying to, save money or something and don't see the results they hope to see and give up. So that's why I say you got to be disciplined. You got to be consistent. And I just wanted to make sure I emphasize those two things, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. So a lot of people, especially my generation, we always talking about being in our bag. We securing the bag. We running up a check. We doing all this good stuff, and that's cool. I just want to teach you guys how to keep the bag, how to maintain it. A lot of us get it and we fumble it. We get a check and we blow it, and that creates a cycle of living check to check. And so we struggling every single, time until we get paid, and then we do the same thing to put ourselves in that same situation. So I'm just gonna talk about a few things that I've implemented in my personal life and my personal finances. And the first thing I want to talk about is paying yourself first. And I learned this strategy from a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. In the book, it teaches you to pay yourself first. And what that is every single time you receive income, you want to put a certain amount of money into your savings. You want to save a certain amount of money, specifically 10%. So, for example, a quick example, if you get paid $1,000 every other Friday, $1,000 times 10% is $100. You want to save $100. You want to do this before you pay any bills, before you put gas in your car, before you go grocery shopping. You want to do it before you spend money on anything else. You want to pay yourself first. And you can use this money towards whatever you want to use it for. Me personally, I use it, I put it in my savings account. Once my savings account got to a certain amount that I wanted to be at, then I start saving for a house, paying my car off, or whatever else, vacations and things like that. So, like I said, you can use it for a savings account, a 401k, an emergency fund, a house, car, wedding, vacation, whatever you want to save it for. I encourage you guys to build up an emergency fund first and then start saving for other things. But I'm just going to go ahead and, like I said, break it down for you. I'm going to use me as an example. I'm going to use my personal life and be real with y'all and be open with y'all. So, okay, let's go. I get paid every 2 weeks, so I get paid bi-weekly. And when I know I'm getting paid on the Friday, literally before I get out the bed to brush my teeth when I wake up in the morning, I see what I made, I multiply it by 10%, no matter what I make. Like if I work 20 hours of overtime this week and my check bigger than what it normally is, I still multiply it by 10%. Now, whatever that comes out to be, I take that money from my checkings account, I put it into my savings account. Now, I realize I've asked people, because I knew I was going to talk about this, who doesn't have a savings account. And a lot of people told me that they don't. So I would strongly encourage anybody that doesn't have a savings account to get one. I'll explain later why it's important to have one. But like I said, I'll take it from my checkings account. I take it to my savings account. I do this before I pay any bill, any debt, whatever. I pay myself first. And that's considered paying yourself first. I'm going to give you a few reasons of why this works and why it's beneficial. Number one, paying yourself first, it'll eliminate the temptation of you not saving or skip skipping savings. It eliminates the temptation of you going and buying things that you don't need. How many times do we, like, if you make that $1,000, if you're who I'm talking about, you make $1,000 and your 10% is $100. Who goes and spends $100 on things that they don't need every time they get paid? A lot of people. So you can definitely save that $100. And let me just get back to the benefits. I'm getting off track a little bit. So, like I said, it eliminates the temptation of you skipping saving, and it eliminates the temptation of you spending it on things that you don't need. A lot of times, what we do when we get paid, first we pay bills. Some of you, if you work in the morning, before you even make it to work, after you get paid, you're going to stop at Starbucks or McDonald's and buy breakfast. That's $7 right there. You get on your lunch break, you're going to go to Chick-fil-A and spend another $9. You're going to get off and then go eat again later that night, or go out and party later that night. Then Saturday is when people spend the most money. We go shopping, we go eat out again. And then Sunday we go to church. After church, where we go? We go out to eat with the family. You done spent over $100 right there in 3 days, and then, that's before you even pay your bills or whatever. And then we look back Tuesday or Wednesday, and we only got $200 left until we get paid. Well, now, if you were supposed to save that $100, it's going to be a lot harder to save, right? Because you got $200, you put $100 to savings, you got to make that 100 stretch for another, 7-8 days until you get paid again, and that's going to be hard. So that's why I say paying yourself first. It eliminates all of that. I mean, you can pay yourself first and still go to, turn up and go to Chick-fil-A and stuff, because you already took care of yourself first. So that's just, to me, that's the biggest example, because I know a lot of people do that. I know I've done it, and that's why I can talk about it, because I done been there, and a lot of us have. So that's one example, or one benefit, I guess you can say. Number two, it can create you a savings account or an emergency fund that I talked about earlier. We always want to have a cushion in case of an emergency. What if your car breaks down, you can't get to work? You're gonna have to Uber or Lyft to work, or you're gonna have to pay somebody to take you to work. What if you get sick and can't go to work, can't make any money? Well, I'm here to tell you, and I learned this at an early age, bills don't stop. Sprint want their money, Verizon want their money, your rent, your landlord want their money, mortgage, everybody gonna want their money that you pay bills for, and they not gonna stop whether you making money or not. So it's always great to have something saved up. And number three, you deserve it. I mean, we work hard every day. Most people 5 days a week, 8 hours a day. You give up a lot of your time, a lot of your labor, a lot of your energy, to this job that pays you. When they pay you, pay yourself first. Don't go pay Apple. Don't go give Walmart $300 as soon as you get paid. Pay yourself first, whether it's a big or small, and I guarantee you'll start seeing the results just off of this strategy alone. I'm telling you, this is how I bought my house at 23 years old. This is how I paid my car off in college. This strategy alone will turn your finances around. And I'm telling you from experience, this isn't anything I've Googled or researched. I mean, I did read it in a book, but I've applied it to my life, and it's helped me tremendously. So I'm gonna say it again. Pay yourself first. What we're gonna do when we pay? How do we pay ourselves first? We receive income, and we put 10% of that income into a savings account. We do this before we pay any bills, buy any food, and we do it every single time immediately. So try that out, and give me feedback when you guys do try this. Let me know how it's going for you. Hit me up if you need any tips or ways I can better explain that. But I'm telling you, paying yourself first is a big, big, big thing. Definitely help you in your finances. So give it a try. Let me know what you guys think about it. That's it, guys. I appreciate all feedback. If you like this video, let me know. If you hated it, let me know. Let me know what I could have done better. Is it too long? Is it not long enough? Like I said, all feedback is welcome. I just want to make sure I'm putting out the best content I can, giving you guys as much knowledge as I can, and making it understandable for everybody. So like I said, please leave all feedback, whether it's on the YouTube channel, on social media. If you got my number, text me. Let me know what you think. And as always, please like, please share, please subscribe. I'm trying to get my subscribers up, my viewers up. I want to reach as many people as possible and give them this information. Something I feel like, well, I know a lot of people need. You know, it's something we're not taught in school. A lot of our parents don't know because their parents didn't know, and it's just a cycle that's going on that I, want to at least spark the change. So follow me on social media, on Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, leave feedback, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm out.